Hello again, my dear property masters, skippers, get clear, values-driven coaching. Wanted to add on to a previous audio that I recorded about why do you work? If you haven't asked yourself that question, it's worthy. It's a worthy ask, and it really gets to the definition of how you define work. As a property manager, we do an awful lot of things. Yes, we have reporting deadlines and deliverables to create. We have tenant service to master. We have um, service partnerships to develop. We have teams to build and train. We have meetings to run. We have events to plan. We have projects to manage. We have a lot of spoon feeding of customer service. However, some of it could be drudgery. And some of those things you may recognize if you haven't discovered your highest values. I beg you to discover the highest values and let me know how I can help you there. But if you have and you notice that some aspects of your job are just not jazzing you, you want to love what you do, but this one thing is just not your gig. And there's a hack, so to speak. There's an actual process that you can develop that helps you rewire your your brain, and so that whenever you feel burdened or saddled or overwhelmed or not again with this one particular aspect of your job, this one particular job function that is low on your value hierarchy, then yeah, let's let's reframe that. And so the way to do it is to first determine what it is. So let's say it's collections. You've got aged delinquencies, and you just hate making collection calls or following up or sending late letters or just being the nasty person who has to enforce the lease. So if that is low on your priorities, low on your value hierarchy, um, determining what your highest value is what takes very, very little effort. You're going to make the time for your highest value. And so you are naturally seeking every way you can to fulfill that, to fulfill your highest values. And if you can see how sending collection letters, sending late letters, enforcing the lease, making collection calls actually helps you fulfill your highest value, then you'll want to do more of it. So let's say your highest value is your children. Okay. And you want to give them life lessons that you've learned. You want to pass along um, all of your best pearls of wisdom, your nuggets, your little bit of everything, and just equip them with all the tools and resources and teachings and wonderful lessons that you've learned. Well, as you approach this particular task of making either collections calls or collections effort, anything in the accounts receivable world that you've already indicated is low on your value hierarchy, and it just pushes buttons for you, then consider those collection calls lessons to your children. See how a reminder call to a particular tenant can be conveyed as a particular lesson or an opportunity for making a connection that may be invaluable to pass along to your children. That the responsibility that tenants have to fulfill their obligations under a lease, under a contract that they have signed off on, is an important thing. It's a commitment that they made, and it's to give them an opportunity to fulfill that particular commitment is by making full payment of their rent. So translating that particular call into a responsibility that you can pass along to your children may be one benefit. And then find others. There are dozens of ways that you can draw the correlations and actually link the benefits of making collections and reminding tenants of their responsibilities that actually correlate beautifully to the lessons that you want to pass along to your children, to your family. And so the more of those you can actually make a list and just keep on going down. It just takes a little bit of thought. Then once you get it started and prime the pump, so to speak, all of the subsequent benefits will start to flow. And the next time it's the next month, it's time to make those calls and send those letters and remind tenants of their particular obligations. You can't wait to do it because you see exactly how it's helping you fulfill your highest value of educating and inspiring and providing life lessons to your children. So that's just one way of doing it. It's doing what you love and loving what you do is so vital because the number of interruptions and uh, fires that come up and emergencies and changes in priority and the shifting that we have to do, the juggling each and every day can be exhausting. And if you see any one of those as draining and, oh, not again, then it could be drudgery, and that creates burnout. And so to avoid that, you can transform any and every one of those tasks that you confront on a regular basis, or even on a one-off, and draw those correlations, draw those links, see how that particular function actually correlates and helps you fulfill your highest value. Everything you need is in front of you. Everything you need is in front of you. Everything you see, all the interruptions, all of the surprises that you may not be able to see as actual benefits, they are there to guide you and to bring you back into objectivity and presence and awareness. And that's your highest value. So when you see how all those things link, you learn how to love what you do and do what you love. And then it's no longer work. So I leave you with that. It's a beautiful thing. If you would like help with that at any point in time, please, I invite you to go to valuesdrivencoaching.com/call, and I will guide you through um, how best to discover your highest value and learn how to um, love what you do and do what you love. So that's my message for the week. Have a beautiful week, my dear property masters. We are on our way.